He could have went back home to his father. He said, no, if you want to make a change in the society that you live in, you make a change from the inside out. You don't like the police? We got to develop police then. Shouldn't we encourage our young people to be, if we don't like the way the police is dealing with us, we got to become the police. If we don't like the way our tax dollars are being spent, we have to change the way they're being spent. And that's what the liberation movements of the 1950s and 60s understood. You have to get politically organized. That was the Black Panther Party, political organization. That was SNCC, which was Imam Jamil's first organization that he was part of, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, students. And we see our students all across the nation, and especially we were just at UTD last night, the UTD 21. May Allah guide them and bless them and increase them in courage. Students, but the theme is organization. First of all, remove the fear from your heart. That's number one. Second, let's get organized. We came to America, and when I say we, I mean all of us, one way or another, either on a plane or on a boat. My people came on a boat, just to be clear. We came to America not necessarily wanting to be politically active because we didn't know what the consequence was. But we know what the consequence is to not be politically active. The consequence is that our children are learning all type of stuff in school that we don't have control over because, we don't have control over the deans who write the academics for our school systems. We don't have control over that because we don't have political organization. The way our foreign tax dollars are being spent, we don't have control over that. Why? Because we're apolitical to a certain degree. My point is this here. As an imam, I'm not a political strategist. And I want my imams to listen. The leaders of the community, listen to this point very clearly. I'm an imam. I can lead the salah. I can give a khutbah. I try to guide our people to what is right and forbid what is evil. But that building that you're building next door, I can't tell you how to raise the foundation. I'm not an engineer. I'm an imam, not an engineer. If we want to have activism and have a voice and be liberated truly, we have to organize politically. But the imam is not necessarily the leader of the political organization. We need political strategists who understand how we should put our political activism. Doesn't necessarily have to be a vote, even though I think we should. But we have to combine and be organized under one front to be politically active. Under organizations, I'm part of one of them, Impact Hub, which is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. We do not endorse any candidates. We just encourage people to be politically active by raising their voice and voting. So this is my message to you all today. Don't have any fear in your heart for the consequences of justice, for the consequences of truth, whatever they are. Alhamdulillah ala kullu hal. That's what Marcellus Williams said before he died. Whatever the consequences, it is what it is. We're going to get organized. We're going to get organized. We're going to have some political organization within our communities. It's not against our 501c3 organizations to be politically organized. We can't endorse candidates, but we can be organized. So you want liberation, you organize. And then under those organizations, we're going to pledge our support as one ummah, one nation. Remember that you signed on the dotted lines, on your passports. You pledged allegiance to what this republic claims to stand for. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. When that justice does not extend to all, you have to be the moral compass as Muslims in America to make them stand for all, because that's what you pledge allegiance to. Allah's going to ask you when the angels come to you at the time of death. الَّذِينَ تَوَفَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ ظَالِمِي أَنفُسِهِمْ. The angels are going to come to people at the time of death who have wronged themselves. قَالَ فِيمَا كُنْتُمْ. What happened to you guys? قَالُوا مُسْتَضَعَفِينَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. We were oppressed in the land. We didn't have no way to change it, Allah. We were just Americans. We didn't know We just came. We didn't know the results of our tax. We can't control how our tax dollars are being spent. You know what the angels are going to say after that? أَلَمْ تَكُنْ أَرْضُ اللَّهِ وَاسِعَةً. Isn't Allah's earth spacious? You don't got to be here. And as an American, you have the most ability, more than any other Muslim in the world, to move anywhere you want to move. With your American education and your blue passport, you got a golden ticket anywhere to go in the world. What excuse will you have for Allah when the angels come to take your soul and you weren't actively trying to change? You can't say you was oppressed. No, you could try to change. You got to get organized. Don't tell me this apolitical stuff. No. That was the case. Now we know what it means to be apolitical. You want liberation? Become active. Follow the sunnah of Yusuf, the way of Yusuf. The sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the treaty of Hudaybiyah. And I don't have enough time because I got to give my brother at least 20, 25 minutes. My historian, my doctor, my mentor from afar, even if he don't know it, we got to give him time. But the treaty of Hudaybiyah, we didn't get everything we wanted. We had to go back without the Umrah. Let's start somewhere. You know, oh, what about they support this, they support. Brother, we just crawling. Let us free Palestine first. Then we worried about that on the next ticket, inshallah.